Hello, everyone, and welcome to Theater on the Web series. Today's episode is a very special one because it's all about your mind and your voice and how they work together. I'm so excited to be throwing this idea out about how your mind can really affect your voice and really overcoming some of those fears and obstacles that we all have from time to time that hold us back. So be ready to discuss this amazing topic when we come back. So when we're talking about things that really get to you as an artist, as a performer, or really just anybody, some things that can be holding you back from doing your best work is usually all in your mind. And it's sad because there's a saying that you are your own worst enemy. And when it comes to being a performer, an artist, more importantly, is it important to be able to capture the things in your mind. And I think about the things that we're going through today, outside of just regular things. There's so many things that are hitting our brains, hitting our heads, hitting our hearts that we have to tackle and we have to overcome. And today I hope to give you a few tools and really ignite a discussion amongst us and our theater community here on Theater on the Web series, and really talk about how we can really overcome these negative thoughts and emotions. So, when I was getting started learning about the musical theater and learning about it in a much deeper way when I was in grad school at NYU, one of my first professors gave us an assignment, and it was a reading assignment. And I was like, okay, my first assignment in grad school, what could this be? And he sent this book. It was called The Inner Game of Tennis by W. Timothy Galloway. This book was life-changing in many ways. And when I first got it, I was like, what in the world is this tennis book has to do with me as an artist about the theater? And I was actually wondering those things. And at the same time, I was really excited because I love tennis. For those of you who do not know me very well personally, I love tennis, and it's like my favorite sport. And so, surprise, my very first real assignment from grad school was to read a book about tennis in my theater class. I was like, what is this about? But as I began to read it and what I understood about tennis as a person who loved to perform, loved to play the game, one thing that I really learned about tennis and is that a lot of the things about tennis, because it's a one-on-one kind of sport, it's you against something else, and you are the person that you have to overcome. A lot of the things are happening in your mind. And as I began to read this book that was about the inner game of tennis, it began to make me think as an artist, these are things that I could probably think about myself as an artist, and the things that make me who I am and the things that I struggle with, they're all in your head, and we have to tackle those things head on. The inner game of tennis. So we're going to be taking some time over the next few episodes to really dive into this book. So we're actually going to start with the first assignment. The first assignment is really just to read chapter 1. So I'm going to post chapter 1 up, some snippets of post chapter 1 that I think are highlights that we really want to focus on. We're not going to read the whole book in context, but we are going to read the most important parts and really jump into some of the subject matter. So we're going to get our assignment pretty early in this episode. The episode is to really just read the segment that says the inner game of tennis. 1. And these are our first little few articles about the book and what it's about. And then when we come back, we're going to actually go into what that's all about.
This concludes another episode of Theater on the Web series. For more information, please shoot me an email at israelhillery@achievementfirst.org. This way, I will add you to our Google Classroom, and you'll have access to all of our links, all of our videos, and all of our materials for this episode and episodes to come. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon.